Welcome to NextLabs Expert Q&A Series. This series was designed to inform you of relevant cybersecurity topics via expert knowledge.
In this episode, we will cover the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, Cyber AI Profile project, and the importance of data security. Our experts in this episode are Deputy Program Manager for the Cybersecurity for IoT program at NIST, Barbara Cuthill, and Principal at MITRE, Julie Snyder. Let's go ahead and begin our conversation. Question 1. What prompted NIST and the NCCoE to consider developing a cyber AI profile, and how does it build on the existing cybersecurity framework?
The diverse use and rapid proliferation of AI systems promises unique value for industry, consumers, and broader society. As broad adoption of AI takes place, NIST must work to keep its portfolio risk management tools updated for these new technologies. The Cybersecurity Framework tool is a critical tool for enterprises to strategically manage cybersecurity risks. It has been specialized or profiled for different sectors and technologies. AI requires new considerations around cybersecurity and the tools to take those new considerations into account in cybersecurity planning.
Great insights, Barbara. Thank you. Question 2. The Cyber AI Profile focuses on 3 sources of operational risk: cybersecurity of AI systems, AI-enabled cyber attacks, and AI-enabled cyber defense. Can you explain why these 3 areas were chosen and how they connect to organizational risk management?
These 3 focus areas were chosen as the 3 broad areas for describing how enterprises need to consider the relationship of AI systems to the enterprise's cybersecurity posture. The distinction is who is using the AI system and for what purpose, and what the enterprise response needs to take into consideration. The secure focus area addresses the cybersecurity of AI systems used by a broad range of users within the enterprise. The defend focus area, that is, AI-enabled cyber defense, considers the opportunities for IT experts within the organization to use specialized AI systems to strengthen the cybersecurity of the IT infrastructure of the enterprise. Thwarting AI-enabled cyber attacks considers AI systems used in cyber attacks and the methods that might best thwart those attacks. In this last case, the methods might be strengthening traditional cybersecurity measures, for example, strengthening training for enterprise users in identifying phishing attacks.
Thanks for your answer, Barbara. Now moving on. Data security is central to the Cyber AI Profile. Why is protecting data pipelines, integrity, and confidentiality so critical to trustworthy AI adoption in cybersecurity?
The preliminary draft of the Cyber AI Profile proposes a number of high and moderate subcategories and considerations in the data security category under the protect function, because so much of what transpires in AI systems is about data. What data was used in training? How do we know good data is being generated? How are AI and data life cycles intersecting? AI capabilities rely on good data to functions, so some of the issues come down to familiar monikers like garbage in, garbage out. If your data isn't good going in, it's likely what the AI system produces won't be either. But with AI, it's not that simple anymore. We're moving from static transactions to things like models that train and learn on that data, and then build new assumptions and carry them forward in future processing. This heightens already important needs we see around confidentiality, integrity, and availability to ensure that we're using data that hasn't been tampered with and that we aren't introducing new vulnerabilities. We also need to check in over time to ensure that the data hasn't been leaked or compromised or evolved in a way that renders it no longer good, actionable data. I also want to point out that data security is not just about the subcategories in the data security category. These data security practices work in tandem with outcomes and other functions of the cybersecurity framework. Just to pull some examples from the profile beyond those explicitly labeled data security, we also need to consider things in the govern and identify functions like what laws and regulations apply to the activities or data or use of AI, Where does AI impact critical services in my organization? And what does that mean for the data that supports those services? How can we use AI strategically to manage cybersecurity risk? How should AI use factor into supply chain risk management and vendor evaluations? How and where should AI-related data be represented in data inventories and flows? How do we adequately incorporate AI adoption and use into risk assessments? And how are changes to AI reflected in change and configuration management processes?
Great insights, Julie. Now for question 4. The NCCoE works closely with communities of interest across industry, government, and academia. What role do stakeholders play in shaping the Cyber AI profile, and how can organizations get involved?
Stakeholders from all areas are critical to developing guidelines and tools that have broad usage and applicability. Comments on our draft documents and at community of interest meetings and workshops are critical to improving the documents for a broad range of applications. Currently, we have 7,500 members of our community of interest and have received 1,400 comments on the preliminary draft of the Cyber AI profile. Cybersecurity advances by being applicable broadly.
Moving on to question 5. Organizations are at different stages of AI adoption, from not yet using AI to experimenting with generative AI. How can the Cyber AI profile help organizations no matter where they are on their AI journey?
The Cybersecurity Framework and community profiles like the Cyber AI Profile provide a program-level view of cybersecurity outcomes. I'll share a few examples about what this can look like at different stages of AI adoption. Organizations that are just getting started with AI cybersecurity can use the Cyber AI Profile to add AI cybersecurity considerations to their organizational target profile and adjust priorities on their roadmap. Organizations that have already started work on AI cybersecurity can use the Cyber AI Profile to assess their current AI cybersecurity practices, help them put their gaps into perspective, and prioritize measures to address those gaps. Wherever organizations are on their journey, they can also use the Cyber AI Profile to have internal discussions with business owners, system owners, data owners, and leadership about AI cybersecurity needs. And externally, the Cyber AI Profile can help organizations communicate with partners, vendors, and other parties to understand how each organization's AI cybersecurity posture impacts their activities together, enabling activities like sharing resources, providing services, or helping each other improve their AI cybersecurity practices.
For our last question, as AI capabilities evolve rapidly, how do you see the Cyber AI profile helping organizations future-proof their cybersecurity strategies against both emerging AI-enabled attacks and the complexities of using advanced AI systems responsibly?
Using AI to support cybersecurity programs is an exciting and dynamic space. AI capabilities can support cybersecurity processes and activities in a variety of ways. So, for example, AI can support cybersecurity teams by sifting through the significant volume of alerts, distinguishing actual threats from noise, determining which threats are the most serious, and even prioritizing and providing suggestions about what actions to take during an active attack. We're also seeing teams experiment with agentic AI, where multiple AI agents coordinate on the identification of attacks and take actions to defend against them while running checks on each other to improve defenses. In the preliminary draft of the Cyber AI Profile, we offer examples of where AI can support activities related to mission assurance, predictive and proactive risk management, investigations and analysis, and response and remediation. As we note in the Cyber AI Profile, using AI for cybersecurity defense is a dynamic area, and organizations will need to continuously evaluate whether our capabilities are sufficiently mature for their needs. While not a vendor or technology risk assessment, we are aiming to write the profile in a way that it's useful as a tool in the toolkit as organizations think about their needs.
Thank you so much for your input, Barbara and Julie. It was great to have you on this episode. If you are looking for more Expert Series videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned. Thanks for watching.